Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Gabbing Ginger. My name is Lauren, and this is my pregnancy update for weeks 38 through 40 plus. And we'll just talk about symptoms, where I'm at, and an update. So with that being said, actually, if you want to make sure to follow more closely live what is happening, I'm sure it will be on Instagram before I get a video up. So make sure to follow me on Instagram, Gabbing Ginger. I will also link everything below. And if this is your first time watching, make sure to go see some of my other pregnancy videos so you can see how it's gone. And with that being said, let's really get started. So today I am 40 weeks and 2 days. So I am past due. Not surprising, I went past due with my first, so you kind of have wishful thinking that you won't again, but then it happens. So feeling pretty good circumstantially. I feel heavy, but that's, I kind of have started the blah feeling. That's how I describe it. It's like that feeling before you get sick that you feel like you're about to get sick. That's kind of how I've been feeling. So, not awful, but not 100%. And so let's see, let's kind of update where we started at. So at the doctor a couple weeks ago, like at 38 weeks, I was 1 centimeter and 50% effaced. And then at 39 weeks, I was 2 centimeters and 70% effaced. And then at my most recent appointment, which was like my 40-week appointment, I was 3 centimeters and 70% effaced. So we're making progress. It's a little slow, but I also had a pretty fast labor with my first. So I don't really know what to expect. I was 3 centimeters, and I don't remember what my effacement was when I went into labor with him, but I went to the doctor that day and I was like in between a 3 and a 4, and I went into labor. So we'll see. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, which is probably when this video will go up. So that's Monday, October 15th. So we'll see if I have time to come and kind of like interject in with the doctor. If there was an update from the doctor, I will. If not, I'm hoping that maybe I'll go into labor tomorrow. That's kind of what my intuition is telling me is going to happen, but I'm trying to also not be I'm trying to be cautiously optimistic because I don't want to be disappointed if I don't go into labor tomorrow. If I don't go into labor tomorrow we will actually also set my induction date. So we will get with the hospital and see at what point during the week I can get in, because my changeover day is on Friday/Saturday, depending on which day they go off of. And I do not want to go past 41 weeks. That's just my personal stance on it. And so we'll see maybe Thursday or when the hospital can get me in. Maybe they will do Friday. I'm just not really sure how that works. I didn't have to get induced with my first. I went into labor with him at 40 and 4. We got to the hospital probably about 8:30 that night. And then I had him at 1:30 in the morning that, 5 hours later. So I was technically 40 and 5, but went into labor at 40 and 4. And tomorrow when I see the doctor, I'll be 40 and 3. So let's see. With that being said, and her head is low. When they check me, it's not super fun because they have to go around her head to get to my cervix because she's so low, which is how Trip was. I actually have to sit on my fist to prop my, kind of tilt my pelvis up, because I have a tilted uterus, I think. Not tilted cervix, I think it's tilted uterus. I had that with my first pregnancy, and apparently it did not resolve itself. I had been told that like sometimes it with like and maybe it's not as severe as it was the first time around. So yeah, cervical checks are not fun. The end. um, I really haven't had too much swelling. I'm still wearing my wedding ring. Now it is like, you can kind of see it's a little tight, but that could probably be from gaining 30 pounds. So, and my belly button hasn't really popped up. Now, when you see the belly shot, you'll kind of see that there's like a bump there, but it's actually like where I had a belly button piercing. And so that's kind of what it's like. There's a little scar tissue that kind of you see, but like my belly button itself has not popped out. Now it's getting pretty flat, but it has not popped out. I have a lot of stretch marks, and I didn't have stretch marks my first pregnancy. I don't remember if I talked about this already, but with my first, I didn't notice any until after I gave birth. And then when I got home from the hospital, I saw them. Um, this time, like, I see them on my stomach. So I'm not sure if those are the old ones just kind of showing themselves, but I've been using bio oil, and then Palmer's. They make an oil too. I've been using that more religiously. I wasn't very good about using it because up until a couple, like several weeks ago, I didn't really notice anything. So I just kind of use it if my skin felt tight. But my skin this time around, which is funny, I'm no bigger than I was before, but feels so much tighter. I don't know if my skin's just drier or what, but I do not remember my skin feeling tight really at all. And it is this time. So um, that is happening. And let's see. I have been losing a little bit of plug every day. Nothing, not a ton or anything. So I don't know what that means. So we'll see. So that's kind of really it for like what's kind of happening on the medical side. Like I said, I don't feel super bad, but I don't feel super great. Kind of just floating in the middle. Been trying to get everything ready, nesting, making sure I have stuff for postpartum. And yeah, family is here, bags are packed, kind of just sitting and waiting. I haven't done a ton of like things to induce labor because basically everyone kind of just says, well, nothing really worked for me. Or you'll have some people swear by one thing and then a bunch of people saying it didn't work for them. So I have been trying to sit on my yoga ball just to encourage like and doing squats. Just those are things that are good for labor in general and positioning of baby for when you deliver. So that's the exciting thing is that as of the last appointment, she was still head down. Based on how low she was, they said that they would find it very hard for her to go breech. So let's hope it stays that way because yikes. And I have been having contractions, but not anything, where you would need to go in at, under 5 minutes apart. And now they are, a lot of them are long and strong. That's what I say, but I haven't hit the point of like the minutes. And then we'll go for like an hour where they seem super regular and then it stops or just it goes back wonky. I notice them a lot more at night when I'm up and doing stuff during the day. Not many of them like stop me in my tracks. So, and that's kind of how I knew like I was in real labor last time is I went and took a shower and like was trying to blow dry my hair and I just was having to stop and like breathe through them and I was like, okay, this is time to go. So sorry, I have a scratch. That's kind of where I am. We'll see what happens at the doctor tomorrow. This isn't going to be a super long video because not a ton to update on, but we're getting excited. There's an end in sight either way. I will do a belly shot, and then that's it, I guess. We'll see. So let me move the chair and get up, and then y'all can see the big O belly. So that is the 40-week belly. It doesn't look like it's dropped to me. That's the scar tissue I was talking about. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Let me know if you ever felt like your belly dropped. I didn't with my first. Like, I even looked at pictures from the day I went into labor, and it didn't look like I had dropped. So I don't know. And because they're telling me that the head's really low, so I don't know how I could drop any further if the head's already pretty low. I mean, I get that they go down. So that's really it. So with that being said, this is the end of my 38 to 40 weeks plus pregnancy update. And like I said, I don't know if I will insert an update, just kind of depending on what happens at the doctor tomorrow, or go follow me on Instagram and you will see probably a lot more live feed updates until I can do an update on here. Now, if I go several more days this week, I will probably do an update right before induction day. So I'll let you know how that goes. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.